Number 3, Amelia Slutz. Number 10, Mary Wagstaff. Number 54, Abby Counts. And number 55, Radvika Kanakrindi. Your officials for tonight are Kendrick Ford, Buddy Barnes, and Jake Livingston.
Welcome to the second semifinal of the Women's National Wheelchair Basketball Championships. We have the University of Texas-Arlington tipping off against the University of Illinois.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for semifinal action?
This is going to be a good one. The 2 seed versus the 3 seed. 3 seed in Illinois and 2 seed in UTA.
Yeah, earlier today, Illinois beat CUNY University and got some of the rust off. I think it was a great opportunity. It'll be interesting to see UTA, and when they come out, are they a little bit rusty because it's their first game on the court because they had a bye.
UTA bringing the ball up the court, wide open. Layup is good. It has the first points of the game so far.
Number 13, Quinn Meyer.
Stotts bringing the ball up, pass it up top. Shot is up. Shot is good.
Yeah, lots of time by Wagstaff there. Nice look, you know, really looking to probably hit some of those early to maybe begin to stretch out UTA, make UTA come out and have to guard them farther out. That'll open up picking opportunities for Illinois.
Pass over to the left. Surveying, looking for the open person. Shot is up. Just off the front of the rim.
Really nice screen defense by Illinois. You can see them coming out just enough to pressure the shot, but not so much that they give up position and create pick and roll opportunities for UTA.
We'll have 5 seconds, get over the top. Will they make it? Just made it. Near turnover.
You got a player down, and so the refs are stopping the play there just because they're in the play and they don't want to risk somebody getting injured.
What would you like to see from Illinois today?
Well, I think we're starting to see their defense. Their defense is going to stay tight. They're going to be willing to give up some of these outside looks by UTA to prevent this inside height, especially Lutez getting in, Boris getting in. So they're going to make them shoot from outside and live that way. At the other end, it's going to be about creating the space that they need to be able to get shots at the rim and spreading out that UTA defense so the gaps are there for them to attack.
Stotts trying to look for the open person.
Yeah, offside of that, you could see Jade Atkins and Abby Counts working in a two-man or two-person game as they're trying to create space and pick and roll, and Atkins almost got into the key, but the offside posts need to be able to see that. So they got to see both sides of the court as they're attacking.
Let's see if UTA adjusts to the first long shot by Jade Atkins. Good concentration. Shot is up, just off the mark.
Yeah, good look by Atkins. She's got to be able to finish. She's got a little bit more time. She doesn't need to rush it quite as much as it looked like she did.
Pass down low. Shot is up, off the mark. We're seeing some good attempts from both teams. Just not quite haven't been able to make
Yeah, UTA looks content to sit behind those screens and not really try to create space to create a pick and roll. And Illinois showing a lot of discipline to stay in and not really let those pick and roll opportunities happen. They're pushing those screens out one chair length, so that shooting zone's one chair length farther out. It's going to be a lower shooting percentage.
And there was a foul just on Quinn Meyer from UTA. That's her first team. Pass on the baseline. Trying to find an opening. Pass over top. Shot is up. Shot is good.
Yeah, really nice pick by Wagstaff. And she held it and she waited till her teammate was ready to pass it in. Rolled in. When she got position, she didn't sit in that position, pulled back to create space to shoot a little fadeaway where she had space to shoot.
Pass over the top. Great read. Shot is good by Zoe Borres.
Yeah, Rutez with the really nice pass, recognizing her teammate was just a little bit closer and had a bit better height mismatch.
Stops pass to the wing. Pass over the top, right in front of the rim. Shot is up, foul, and one! And one by Jade Atkin, the grad student.
I loved Atkin as she gets the ball, she's pumping, and she did a little pump just in one space, moved back to the space she wanted to shoot from, took that shot. She took the time she had. And I believe that's Rutez's second foul of the game. So that could be something that comes into play.
UTA bringing the ball up the court. Trying to find an opening, pass to the wing. Meyer passes back across court.
Some great screen defense by Illinois here. Really not letting UTA have any space for the pick and roll and forcing them to take 17-foot jump shots right now. Really nice defense early by Illinois.
Okay, Atkin bringing the ball up the court. Shot is up, right out the front iron. Rebound secured by UTA.
Transition right here for UTA.
Good contest. Way to contest without fouling. Oh, got the ball back. UTA remains possession.
You can hear Coach Wheeler yelling, power, power. They've got the two tall players on one side for UTA. That means Illinois has got to rotate an extra defender. So they've got three over there to defend those two players.
Illinois got lucky that possession. They gave them 3 offensive possessions, but they weren't able to capitalize.
You can really see that UTA is one of their strategies. They're going to try to pinch Atkins or Wagstaff wherever they can and double team them so they can't actually move on the court. Wagstaff with the big shot and a timeout by UTA. UTA's coach has seen something she probably doesn't like, and we're going to see an adjustment after this timeout.
What would you say to that freshly injured veteran looking to get involved in adaptive sports?
I found my outlet through wheelchair basketball.
A lot of us are used to, having weapons in the military. Now our Formax is our new M16.
It's our new battle buddy. Once they fly in a chair that suits them, anything's possible.
When you understand the ins and outs of a chair or your weapon, you're unstoppable.
Welcome back. This is the first quarter with 4 minutes, 45 seconds left. The 3-seed Illinois lead the 2-seed UTA 9-6.
Yeah. Coach from UTA calling a timeout, settling her athletes down. Let's see what adjustment they try to make coming out of this.
Shot is up. Shot is good.
Nice attack from the point. So there was a defensive rotation. The Illinois player turned their back on UTA. They saw that. They cut to the play. Nice pass in by Rutez to her teammate.
Illinois bringing the ball up. Look like it's a 3-on-2 situation. 4-on-3. See if they can capitalize off of this. Was a little stuck at the baseline. Shot is up. Just a little too hard.
Illinois looked a little bit uncertain exactly how to attack when they're in that 4-on-3 situation. What they need to do, stick to their principles, create space, identify their matchups, and then communicate how they're going to attack backs. Just stick with their game. They're just doing it with 4 players against 3 instead of 4-on-4 or 5-on-5.
Illinois bringing the ball up the court. It's a foul on number 33, Rodriguez.
Foul shot 33, Denise Rodriguez. Team's third.
Tessier from UTA coming in. Tessier's with the Canadian Women's National Program. He's in Paris for the Paralympic Games.
Pass into the right wing. Trying to find an opening right in the paint. Shot is up. Just off the mark.
Yeah, good look by Atkins. She just needs to take a little bit more time. She's got that time. Take the time she's got to shoot in the key.
UTA is kind of scrambling. Pass over the top. Shot is good.
Not a lot of space for that shot, but she managed to find a little crack in the defense to get it up. That was a great look.
Yes, Yeomans is a sophomore from Michigan.
So here we see the double team in the backcourt, and now it's 4-on-3 for Illinois. Let's see if they're better able to coordinate their attack.
10 seconds left on the shot clock. It's a little scramble. 3 seconds left. Shot is up. Shot clock violation.
Yeah, Illinois struggling right now with how to attack this 4-on-3. There's the timeout we see by Coach Wheeler. I think that's what she's going to be discussing. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Yeah, so our research investigates shoulder health and function in manual wheelchair users and wheelchair athletes across the lifespan. Our goal is to educate our students and student athletes about their bodies and maximize their health-related quality of life, not just at the University of Illinois, but beyond campus life as well. So I love the human body. I love how it functions, and I love how it adapts to daily life, which includes sports and exercise. I'm also fascinated by the shoulder and how that functions and how to keep the shoulder healthy and working properly. My favorite part of my role is interacting with our students and student athletes, getting to check in on them, make sure that they're staying healthy and that they're feeling prepared for what comes next. I enjoy going on long road trips.
Welcome back, viewers. It is first quarter with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. The 3 seed is down 9-10 to UTA, the 2 seed.
Yeah, Coach Wheeler just called a timeout. She must have seen something probably about that 4-on-3 offensive opportunity that they've got and how they're going to coordinate their attack. Their defense has been pretty solid. It's the offense that has been struggling just a little bit lately.
That was a bucket by number 12, Harmony Rutez.
Yeah, great read by Rutez up at the free throw line. She hasn't been in that spot yet in the game, and I think that Illinois may have lost track of her and didn't use the extra help to stop the cut that they would need. They'll need 2 people to stop her cuts.
And Rutez is a sophomore from Chicago, Illinois. She's close to her hometown. Let's see if they make an adjustment out of the timeout.
Yep. And Illinois is coming back and picking and creating a two-person game over there.
Good ball fake. 7 seconds left. Shot clock winding down. They need a shot. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Doesn't get the shot. Another shot clock violation.
Yeah, another shot clock. You can see now the adjustment they made in the backcourt. They're going to go pick their post player out of that double team to bring him back into play. That's a good decision. We'll see how that unfolds.
Shot is up. Just missed the rim, but rebound is up. Rebound is good. Number 12, Harmony Rutes.
Now you see Illinois doing a little bit, trying to get Rutes and get her picked out to do the same thing that UTA has been doing to them.
Ball is in.
The UTA with just the one extended defender right now. That should get Illinois' post player up.
Trying to find an opening. Shot is up. Foul. Have 2 shots at the free throw line.
So you can really see Illinois is trying to create space right now. They're trying to pick and roll for each other, trying to get their big post players free. They just need to be patient with the ball. The ball needs to keep space and movement, so you can't get pressure on the ball. That'll disrupt a pass to anybody getting free.
Mary Wagstaff went 1 for 2 for the free throw line. That cuts into this lead. Now it's a 4-point lead by UTA. UTA pushing the pace up the court. Pass over the top. Pass is good. Shot is good by number 12, Rutes.
Yeah, great seal on the offside by Meyer from UTA. That's really what got Rutes into the key. You don't always note that. We don't always see that. That's what resulted in that great scoring opportunity.
You like to see Illini get a shot. Not another shot clock violation. Ball is coming up the court. Trying to find an opening. Pass is picked off. Goes out of bounds off UTA with 9 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah, so now it's turning into a 3-on-3 game at one end, a 2-on-2 game at the other. But the principles still hold true. Create space, have staggered space and space between 10 to 15 feet, and then look to pick and cut to attack.
Yep, number 4, Katie Broadbent has just subbed in for number 3, Stotts. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Will they get a shot up? Shot is up. Off the rim. Rebound gained by Illinois. Over the top pass. Shot is up. Just hit the blow of the backboard. 6 seconds left. 3. Out on UTA.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity by Wagstaff. Again, it's settling and taking the time that you've got.
Illinois has 2 seconds left remaining, trying to get a shot off. Cross-court pass, stolen. That is the end of the first quarter. Illini 10, UTA 16.
16, University of Illinois 10.
Yeah, so our research investigates shoulder health and function in manual wheelchair users and wheelchair athletes across the lifespan. Our goal is to educate our students and student athletes about their bodies and maximize their health-related quality of life, not just at the University of Illinois, but beyond campus life as well. So I love the human body. I love how it functions, and I love how it adapts to daily life, which includes sports and exercise. I'm also fascinated by the shoulder and how that functions and how to keep the shoulder healthy and working properly. My favorite part of my role is interacting with our students and student athletes, getting to check in on them, make sure that they're staying healthy and that they're feeling prepared for what comes next. I enjoy going on long road trips with my wife and our 2 dogs.
Welcome back, viewers. If you are just now joining us, this is a semifinal game against Illinois, the 3 seed, and UTA, the 2 seed. Illinois is down 10-16 starting the second quarter.
Yeah, so UTA comes out of the timeout, all 5 players back. It'll be interesting to see if they switch back into what's been a really effective defense so far.
Illinois ball, bring it up to the top of the key. Pass over top. Oh, behind the head. Picked it off. UTA recovers possession, throw it over Cobb, transition. It's a 2-on-1 transition right now.
Nice defense in recovery by Counts.
No shot. Foul on the floor. That is a great recovery.
Yeah. Abby Counts, great job in that 2-on-1 transition, faking back and forth so that she was really difficult to read by the UTA players. The UTA players end up pulling it out as a result. That lets Illinois get set in the half court here.
Pass over top, UTA, surveying the floor. Pass it to the left wing. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Trying to find an opening. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. Shot is up. Just hit the front iron. Illinois' ball.
Nice possession by Illinois on defense.
Let's see if they capitalize off of this stop. Shot is up. Just off the mark. What would you like to see from Illinois try to cut into this lead? Ooh, still.
Yeah, well, like this, capitalize on opportunities like that. They're a little bit rushed. I'd like to see them. There we go. Now we've got some space for the pick and roll.
And oh, great look.
Yeah, and they're getting the look, and they've got to just take the time and finish on it. That's one of the things I saw when I was watching earlier games, that Illinois could get scoring opportunities at the rim, but they weren't always able to finish.
UTA shot is up in the backboard. Shot is good. This extends this lead 18-10. That is a shot by Tessier, a grad student from Canada.
Here we go. We got Counts with the ball. That's good. We've got a player other than Wagstaff or Atkin with the ball. That frees up pressure. That frees up them to attack without the ball.
Just missed a three-pointer. Yeah, to your point, I'd like to see Illinois get a little bit more closer shots, not as rushed. Oh, rim out. Illinois retains possession. Pass over the top.
And we've got transition advantage right now.
.15 seconds left on the shot clock. Six seconds left. Will they get a shot attempt? 5 seconds. Stolen. Stolen by number 12, Rutez, the sophomore from Chicago. Transition opportunity. Will she convert? Shot is up. Shot is good. Suspend this lead 20-10, UTA.
So as I'm watching the play, UTA is putting a lot of pressure on the ball side for Illinois. Their defenders rotating over, turn their back on the point. The point person's trying to attack towards the ball side. They can actually attack the other way and really create an advantage so that point person can attack off ball side instead. And that'll free things up. Right now, that off ball is just going back and forth, up and down, up and down. Bring that cross pick from point to wing. And I think that could free up Illinois and get some opportunities that way.
Pass across court. Pass to the right wing. Shot is up. Shot is good.
That is big basket by Broadbent.
Let's see if this gets Illini going. UTA bringing the ball up the court. Coming with some pace. Pass to the left wing. Passes cross court. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot is up. Foul. 2-shot shooting foul.
And you see the adjustment out. So Illinois' defense getting back, getting settled down, not letting UTA get close, forcing the big players to shoot over top. Broadbent there just gave a little bit extra bump, and that's where she got the foul.
Rutez a little off to the right on her first shot. Again, Rutez, a sophomore from Chicago, Illinois, has a collection of 23 pairs of frames in different colors and patterns. Second free throw is off. Illinois can really capitalize off that empty possession. Pushing the ball up with some pace. Shot is up, shot is good.
And Atkin with the look, she got free in the pick and roll. Used her teammate to help her get in and then cut to that open space.
Yes, Atkin, #1, is on the British national team, competed at the Paralympics in Paris. Illinois capitalizes, they get to the ball, 14 seconds left. UTA remains possession. Someone has to step up. Shot is up. Shot is good off the backboard. Those are the kind of stops that you have to recover. Illinois is bringing the ball up from the left side. Trying to find an opening. There goes a screen.
Okay, nice point to wing pick. Broadbent hit a shot. She's open right now. See if she can hit another one.
Shot is
there
good.
We go.
#4, Broadbent, the junior from Denton, Texas.
Love how she found the space, sat there patiently waiting for her teammates.
If Illinois is going to chip into this lead, they need to get stops. It's a screen by UTA. Ball's on the right wing, comes to the top. Pass down over top. 3 seconds. That is the break that Illinois needs. Now they need to capitalize off of this mistake.
Yeah, I love Broadbent and McCammon. The way they were working together, really making it hard on Rutez to get in and battling, and that ends up resulting in that three-second call because there's nothing open for those players to pass to.
So in the front court, there was a foul on number 55, Tessier.
Yeah, one of the things that Atkin wants to do is on all these dead balls, she really needs to go into a different space on the court, keep herself moving so she can't get pinched, because she's getting pinched on the dead balls.
Trying to find an opening. Turnover. Has a breakaway layup. Will they get back? Good hustle. Way to stop that.
Great hustle by Counts.
Shot is up. Shot is off.
And then she's there to contest the shot, put a bit of pressure on Tessier as well to force the miss.
Just made it across the line before the 10-second violation. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Looking for an open person. Shot is up. Shot is right off the back iron. That was a great look for Atkin. Another transition opportunity. Way to be there. Pass over top. Shot is up. Shot is off.
Nice pressure by Broadbent. Gets her hand up there, moving it in and out. A distraction for Rutez.
Illinois bringing the ball off the right wing. Cross-court pass, a little too much.
Right place to put it. You know, Broadbent's hit a couple shots. She's in an open spot. Just like you said, a little bit too far.
A little too much.
Another timeout by Illinois. Coach Wheeler's seen something and she wants to make an adjustment, I think, out of this. or really reinforce a couple things that she's seeing that are good.
When our Illinois wheelchair basketball athletes need to
What would you say to that freshly injured veteran looking to get involved in adaptive sports?
I found my outlet through wheelchair basketball.
A lot of us are used to, having weapons in the military. Now 4MAGs is our new M16.
It's our new battle buddy. Once they find a chair that suits them, anything's possible.
When you understand the ins and outs of a chair or your weapon, you're unstoppable.
Welcome back to the semifinal game. Number 3, Illinois 16. Number 2, UTA 22. We have 3 minutes and 13 seconds left in the first half. UTA bringing the ball up the court. Let's see if we see any adjustments from the Illinois. Ooh, good pass. Shot is up, just off the mark. Rebound retained by UTA. 3-second violation.
It was great hustle by Tessier to get the rebound, but it's such a tough spot, and she held it too long. By the time she was trying to get out, it was 3 seconds.
Illinois bringing the ball up the court. Playing 3-on-3.
Yep, here's that 2-person game. Counts, just needs to keep space and movement with the ball. Don't let ball pressure happen.
Pass over the top. 10 seconds left on the shot clock.
There's McCammon in the post up.
5 seconds left. Will they get a shot attempt? Offensive foul. Number 1, Atkin. That is the last thing that Illinois wanted. UTA bringing the ball up the court. Top of the key. Pass to the right wing, pass to the top. Shot is up, shot is good. Great ball movement by UTA.
Yeah, Counts got caught outside of the screen instead of getting inside of it, and the result was a pick and roll that gave an opportunity for Rutez to get into the key and get her spot.
UTA has extended their lead to 8 points with 2 minutes left in the first half. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot is up. Shot is good.
Yeah, nice shot by McKenna. Broadbent's moving around a little bit at the top of the key. She needs to get set. All that movement makes it tough for them to pass to her, and then it'll make it tough for her to get set. The shot she's hit, she's being stationary, nice open space, set, ready to catch and shoot.
Another shot by 33 is off. Illini can capitalize off this possession. 1:30 left.
Yeah, that might be a bit premature for that shot. 17-footer early in the shot clock didn't give her teammates an opportunity to work inside.
Shot is up, just off the left. UTA bringing the ball up the court, top of the key. Pass to the right wing. 15 seconds left on the shot clock.
Broadbent a little bit too far out, I think. Oh, she fought back in. That's excellent. That's a good job by Broadbent.
8 seconds left. Will they get a shot attempt? 5 seconds left. Shot is up. Shot is good off the backboard. Number 12, Rudez.
I still think Coach Wheeler's going to be pleased with that. If she has Rutez shooting shots from 17 feet as opposed to 2 feet, I think she'll be okay with that trade-off.
Let's see if Illini can score going into halftime. Kind of try to cut into this lead. Pass over the top. Shot is up. Just off the mark. Cross-court pass. Good completion. Foul.
Oh, tough one on Broadbent. Counts again, hustling back. Counts is in position. She just need to communicate that to Broadbent. Broadbent can slow down and find a different space to pick up. So Illinois' gotten a couple of looks. They've had to really work hard to get them against this double team from UTA. They just need to take their time in those looks. UTA, to their credit, they're sticking with this. What's working, don't change something if it's working, and they're doing that right now. Sticking with that double team wherever they can get it.
Shot is up. Shot is good. 3 seconds left. And that will take us into halftime. Illinois 18, UTA 28. We'll be back right after the break.
My job here at DRES as an access specialist is to work with our student athletes to make sure that they have access to academic accommodations. So those are unique to each student. It could be things like additional testing time, a distraction-reduced environment to take tests. Maybe it's with getting transportation to and from your classes, late arrivals, things like that. I also work with students for housing accommodations, making sure that their dorm rooms are accessible and that they have whatever they need, just sort of in general access needs in their living situations. And then I also work with students one-on-one. I help sort of navigate the whole university experience, kind of helping them figure out things with classes, making sure they're staying on top of their work, and overall just making sure that they're successful here in the academics side of things. I think the favorite part of my role would be watching the students that I work with be successful. A lot of times I work with the incoming student athletes a lot, especially in the first semester that they get here, to really make sure that they have the supports that they need. And so when I see them being successful in both their academics and athletics, it's kind of a really nice thing to see, and it motivates me to keep working with the students. What do I like to do for fun outside of work? I have a dog, and so he takes up some of my time, so I'll go for walks with him. I love reading, and I'm pretty boring. I'm like an old person, so I don't do a whole lot. Fun fact about myself is that I am a certified scuba diver. I just recently got my Dive Master certification this past summer. I've been diving for 18 years. My favorite place to go diving is the Cayman Islands.
Hi, my name is Matthew Pullen. I am the assistant coach for both the men and the women's wheelchair basketball team here at the University of Illinois, and I will be going into my 7th season this next year. I help our student athletes in their holistic development in a number of different ways. On the court, we develop them into the best athletes that they can be, whether that be with individual goals or with team goals. We like to sit down with each and every one of them and understand what their goals are while they're here at the University of Illinois, whether that's to be the best collegiate athlete that they can be, and they get the most out of the collegiate experience as a wheelchair basketball player, to all the way to being the best possible elite Paralympic athlete that they can be, if that is their end goal. We help them achieve what they want to achieve by sitting down with each one of them and understanding what they want out of their experience when they're here, because at the end of the day, our job is to help them have the best possible experience they can as a student athlete here at Illinois, to help them
If you are just now tuning in, we are in the semifinals. Illinois, the 3 seed, 18. UTA, the 2 seed, 28 is a 10-point lead, and we are about to start the second half.
It's been a real battle defensively. UTA really doing some neat things tactically, where they've been double teaming the big post players for U of I, trying to prevent them to get up on offense, and U of I struggled to be able to score against it. UTA, by the same token, though, hasn't been producing as many points as I think they'd like on their offensive end. U of I's done a great job of keeping things really congested so the post players couldn't get in the key.
Pass up top. Trying to find an opening, pass back to the right wing. Shot is up. Shot is good. It rims every part of the rim, but falls in. Illinois bringing the ball up the court. Pass over top.
Yeah, a bit of pressure by UTA.
15 seconds left on the shot clock. Eight seconds. Will they get a shot off? 5 seconds. Looking for an opening. 3, 2, 1. Oh, just off the mark.
A lot of congestion on that side of the court for Illinois. They didn't have the attack space that they really need to be able to get into the key.
UTA have is on the right wing. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Passing it to the left wing. Pass it back. Pass it back to the right. Shot is up. Just off the mark. Good hustle. Out of bounds. It'll be Illinois' ball.
Yeah, nice defense by Illinois. Good defensive rotations and discipline to guard the post players from UTA to not let them get in. So now we see some pressure from UTA. We'll see how Illinois uses this to press break and then maybe take advantage of some of the extra space that happens out of this up-court pressure.
3 seconds left to cross. They cross. Ball on the right wing. Ten seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah, a lot of dribbling by Wagstaff. One of the keys that I've always found is you really want to move the ball about every 5 seconds in wheelchair basketball to get the defense rotating. And so you find yourself dribbling too much, that plays into the hands of the defense.
They have extended. UC have extended. Ooh. There's 3 seconds. Illinois basketball. Timeout, UTA.
Yeah, Coach Wood from UTA doesn't look like she's seeing some things she wants to see. There's a lot of body language there. It's communicating like they need a moment of reflection in that timeout. Illinois, not a bad start on the defensive side at all. On the offensive side, again, it's about creating space and then the mechanics of executing your pick and rolls and reading the complementary reads.
Yep, again, Illinois 18, UTA 30. There's been a timeout, but we are going to stay online. So, again, Illinois down by 12, around just under 8 minutes left in the third quarter. What can they do to try to chip at this lead?
Well, I think that they're going to need another person to help handle the ball. I think trying to dribble to create scoring opportunities, that's going to be difficult against this UTA defense. So they're going to need to post the ball and pass the ball to create those opportunities, get the ball out of their post players' hands, Wagstaff and Atkin, and let them move and attack without the ball.
Wagstaff bringing the ball up the court. Wagstaff is a grad student from Nevada. Wagstaff is the team captain, loves to cook and cross-stitch bookmarks.
There's the ball swing, and then when Wagstaff got the ball out of her hands, she was able to attack off ball, and she was in the key on the shot. If Atkin can hold on to the ball for a second longer, then they dump the ball into Wagstaff for a short jumper.
Ball pass to the top of the key, pass back to the right wing, shot is up, just off the mark.
And there's the shot. There's the outside shot that Illinois is trying to create.
Pass over the top to Atkin, trying to find an opening. 15 seconds left on the shot clock.
Still lots of time. There's the offside attack. Wagstaff had a mismatch up high. Ball taken by UTA. So the play got called dead as soon as Rutez brought the ball over. They consider that the player's in danger there. And it gives a chance for UTA to get kind of reset and everybody up ready to help them attack.
UTA taking the ball out with 19 seconds left on the shot clock. Bringing the ball up, top of the key. Pass over the top, shot is up. Shot is missed, but got her own rebound. Shot is back up, missed again. Illinois retains possession.
Yeah, when Tessier came into the game in the first half, that seemed to shift things for UTA. So we'll see if the same thing happens again.
15 seconds left. 10 seconds.
Yeah, really tough for Wagstaff to create a scoring opportunity off the dribble.
Cross-court pass, shot is up, and that is a foul.
So I like the patience for Atkins, really taking their time to keep working, and not thinking you got to get a shot in the first 10 seconds or 20 seconds, realizing there's a 30-second shot clock. Wagstaff, like to see her post to somebody else and have her also attack without the ball in the same way Atkin did.
2 free throws coming up for Atkins, the grad student. Shot is up, shot is good. Jade Atkin loves dogs and is the first in line to pet any dog that comes into dress. She is 2 for 2 for the line, cut this lead to 10 points. UTA 30, Illinois 20. Pass over the top, down low. Pass back out to the right wing, drive baseline, pass over to the top. Over the top pass, shot is up, shot is good.
Really nice power pivot by Rutez to get open, doing a little power pivot move to attack the back of the defender down low.
Equipment timeout.
There's an equipment timeout. Ball is back in play. Pass over the top. Be a fast break opportunity, 3-on-3.
We've got a dead ball right now. I love that Counts is coming back, going to try to help her teammate Atkins get out of that pinch. And there we go. Atkins is out. Somebody's got to take it out for Illinois.
Pass over to the left wing. Driving to the middle, pass over top. Shot is up. No good. Rebound secured by number 12, Rutes. Foul, number 10, Mary Wagstaff.
Yeah, see, Atkin is getting too close to sideline and she's losing options from that.
Pass over to the top. Foul. Off-ball foul on number 10, Mary Wagstaff.
I'm not sure what the foul was. You see, the players are actually wondering a little bit what it is, too.
Number 25, Morgan McCammon has subbed for Mary Wagstaff, number 10. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot is up. Shot is just off the rim.
Yeah, there we go. We see Illinois, if they can get this into a half-court game, they're playing well against UTA.
Foul on number 4, Zoe Flores.
So here's that spot where Illinois needs to just use the basic principles, create space, identify their matchups, and then attack backs. And if they can, as much as they can, put the ball offside and then let their post players attack without the ball.
3 seconds.
Yeah, Counts drew, she moved herself into the defender from UTA, lost her space. She needs to keep space about 6 inches to be able to maneuver, take shots, make reads, that type of thing.
UTA trying to find an opening. Right at the elbow, pass to the right wing. Illinois is right there. Pass over the top in the lane. Shot is up. Shot is just off the mark. Rebound secured by Illinois. This could be a transition opportunity. Foul.
That could. That looked like it was going to be on Rutes, that would have been Rutes' 3rd foul.
She needs someone to pass to. Passes over the top to Atkin. Passes it back. Pass over the top. Illinois basketball, 14 seconds left on the shot clock. #54, Abby Counts is taking it out. She was on the all-rookie team for the College Division 2023-2024 season. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Will they get a shot attempt? 3 seconds left. No, steal by number 12, Harmony Rutes.
Tough place to pass that into. Both big players for UTA had
Good
the double.
hands. Foul on number 12, Rutes.
So that's Rutes' 3rd foul. I don't think Coach Wood's going to sub her out. She's going to leave her in because she's been such a big factor in the game. And I'm not sure what UTA looks like if they don't have her in the game.
Illinois needs to really attack the paint to try to close into this lead. Another steal. Fast break opportunity. Will they get back? Pass over the top. Good pass. Layup is good.
Yeah, great hustle by Counts to get back, but the two big players, Boris and Rutez, just too much for one U of I player to handle in transition.
We have a 30-second timeout by Illinois. Again, Illinois 20, UTA 34. We'll be right back after the break.
What would you say to that freshly injured veteran looking to get involved in adaptive sports?
I found my outlet through wheelchair basketball.
A lot of us are used to, having weapons in the military. Now Mavs is our new M16.
It's our new battle buddy. Once they find a chair that suits them, anything's possible.
When you understand the ins and outs of a chair or your weapon, you're unstoppable.
We are back. Illinois, the 3 seed 20 versus UTA, the 2 seed 34 with 2 minutes and 54 seconds left in the third quarter. It is now Illinois' ball. We see some pressure from UTA in the front court. Pass over top.
Now U of I with a bit more space here. They're still trying to double team Atkin. Nice little pick.
Shot is up, shot is good. Great execution out of the timeout.
Nice fadeaway by McCammon.
You can hear this crowd trying to get Illini to get some momentum coming into this game. They are down 12 points, but it's a lead that is not too far to try to chip into now in this third quarter.
So it's bonus. So UTA just picked up a foul on that pinch. One of the officials, they thought there was just a little bit too much contact going on there.
Atkin first shot is good.
This is a great way for U of I to begin to close that gap with dead ball points, and it gets Atkin to the line. It gives her a bit of a rhythm for shooting for later.
Atkin is 2 for 2. Way to convert from the free throw line. Atkin is a very serious person on the court, but off the court, she proclaims herself to be the funniest person on the team. Shot is up by UTA. Shot is good. Again, another basket by Rutez, the sophomore from Chicago, Illinois. Just made it before the 5-second violation. Bring the ball off the left side of the court.
Counts needs to keep space and movement so pressure can't come to the ball.
Atkin has it on the left wing. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass over top. Shot is up. Shot is good.
And there we see the opportunity. When the bigs can attack offside without the ball, they have the ability to get open. I liked Atkin with the ball. That drew the defense. That freed up that offside attack. We've got to look for that more.
We like to see Illinois really try to capitalize and try to chip into this lead going into the fourth quarter. Shot is up. Shot is off. Rebound, Illinois. Seems to be a 1-on-3 situation. Players are coming back into the front court. "13 seconds left. Shot is up. Shot is good. That is back-to-back shots by 25, Morgan McCannon.
And we could see what happens when the bigs get a chance to move without the ball for Illinois. They're really effective at getting into the spots and getting close to the rim.
A stop right now is crucial for Illinois trying to go into the fourth quarter and cut into this lead. Pass over the top. Pass down. Shot is off the backboard. Rebound secure. Shot is off. Illinois ball. 22 seconds left. Let's see if they can capitalize into this 8-point lead. Shot is up. Off, just off. 7 seconds left. Uh-oh, we have a UTA player by herself. 4 seconds. 3, 2, shot is up. Shot is good right before the buzzer. Illinois 28, UTA 38. 10-point lead going into the fourth quarter. We'll be back right after the break.
Yeah, so our research investigates shoulder health and function in manual wheelchair users and wheelchair athletes across the lifespan. Our goal is to educate our students and student athletes about their bodies and maximize their health-related quality of life, not just at the University of Illinois, but beyond campus life as well. So I love the human body. I love how it functions, and I love how it adapts to daily life, which includes sports and exercise. I'm also fascinated by the shoulder and how that functions and how to keep the shoulder healthy and working properly. My favorite part of my role is interacting with our students and student athletes, getting to check in on them, make sure that they're staying healthy and that they're feeling prepared for what comes next. I enjoy going on long road trips with my wife and our 2 dogs.
We are back. It's the start of the fourth quarter. There's a 10-point lead. UTA, the number 2 seed, 38. Illinois, 3 seed, 28. We are going into the fourth quarter. It is Illinois' ball.
I love Broadbent coming out of that, out of the quarter. She goes over to the UTA bench, and she's trying to pick some of the UTA players, prevent them from getting in.
Illinois' ball on the right wing. Trying to find an opening.
Yeah, this is where the post players for U of I.
Passes up, passes good.
Nice.
The Illinois bench and fan base is going crazy. UTA bringing the ball up the court on the right wing. Illinois really needs to stop to cut to this 8-point lead. Shot is up, shot is off. It is out on Illinois. It'll be UTA ball.
Still, those outside shots, that's what U of I wants to do. And UTA, they've got to hit those. They're going to have to hit those if they're going to continue to keep this gap.
Ball coming to the front court. 10 seconds left. Shot is up. Shot is off. Illinois ball.
Yeah, this is where Illinois has to use all their players to handle the ball. The more they can get the ball out of those post players' hands.
That is a foul on number 55.
Yeah, the easier it'll be for that attack.
You can see UTA already trying to prevent Atkins from getting any space.
Yeah, and they've got 3 defenders over there, so there's an opportunity for a 3-on-2 on this side of the court. Illinois just has to take advantage of it.
As a missed shot, UTA recovers the ball, have 3 seconds left to get it across the court. Will they get it right in time? Pass over the top, all by herself. Layup is up, layup is off. Rebound secured by UTA, and that is a foul. You can imagine those are the possessions that Illinois has to grab.
Yeah, Tessier coming out could be something to keep an eye on. She's been a factor. Every time she's come in, UTA has started to stretch things a little bit, create a little bit of a gap, or at least maintain their gap.
10 seconds left on the shot clock. Passes to the right wing. Great ball movement so far. 5 seconds left. Shot is up. Oh, pass over the top. Shot is good.
Yeah, UTA identifying the mismatch post up and finding that, getting the ball in their post players' hands to shoot over top of the shorter U of I player.
The lead is now extended to 10, 30-40 UTA. Pass over top to Atkin. Trying to find an opening near steal. No, it is a steal. Turnover recovered by UTA. Seems to be all by herself. Layup is up. Layup is good. That is a 12-point lead now.
Yeah,
for
Atkin
UTA.
trying to force her way between two players. There really isn't the space there. She really needs to recreate space and attack in areas of space and not try to force her way through a screen. There just wasn't that gap.
Pass over top, 10 seconds left. Stolen, foul, and that will be on an Illinois player. You see it has the ball, bringing it up the court. Full court pass, shot is up, shot is off, good rebound.
Yeah, Illinois, I think thinking a little bit about the last possession, not hustling back and identifying that early post. They're lucky that it didn't end up with a score.
Another turnover by Illinois. Too many forced passes. Layup is up, layup is good.
A little bit of transition here. Illinois looks like they might be getting a little bit tired.
Near steal. Pass over the top, layup is up, layup is up, layup is good by number 1 Jade Atkin, the grad student.
Yeah, 12-point game right now. Illinois really got to make sure they don't give up any more of that transition.
Shot is good by number 4 Zoe Boras, the senior from Chicago, Illinois. Zoe Boras is also a bronze medalist in the Tokyo Paralympics. You see this crowd is really trying to cheer on this Illinois team to try to break into this 14-point lead. Ten seconds left on the shot clock. Pass to the right wing. 3, 2, 1. Shot is up. It will be UTA's ball. Illinois' ball. Ref called it a block shot.
So I'm not sure, because there was no rim, I'm not sure you see why they're calling a block shot and not a shot clock violation. Here are the officials coming together to work this out.
They will change the call. It is UTA's ball.
At some point, it'll be interesting to see if we see Illinois begin to press UTA.
With a 14-point lead with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, you have to start extending your pressure. Try to get some easy steals. Shot is up, shot is good by number 33, Denise Rodriguez, the grad student from Dallas, Texas.
Nice look by Rodriguez. A great job, sticking her pick out there and then rolling to the basket, not rushing into it.
Again, this is a 16-point lead for UTA, 48-32. We will be right back right after the break.
What would you say to that freshly injured veteran looking to get involved in adaptive sports?
I found my outlet through wheelchair basketball.
A lot of us are used to, having weapons in the military. Now Formax is our new M16.
It's our new battle buddy. Once they find a chair that suits them, anything's possible.
When you understand the ins and outs of a chair or your weapon, you're unstoppable.
Welcome back, viewers. If you are just now tuning in, we have a semifinal matchup against the 3-seed Illinois and the 2-seed UTA. There's 5 minutes and 1 second left in the fourth quarter. UTA is up 48-32. It is currently Illinois ball.
Yeah, Wagstaff back in after, sitting for a good chunk of the second half.
Seems to be something wrong with the ball.
Officials, timeout.
Official timeout.
Yeah, it looks like there's the way the official's holding it. I don't know if there's some sweat or some blood on it. If there's blood on the ball, then they should probably check a couple of the players and see if there's a player with blood.
Looks like it's Morgan McCammon.
Looks like it might be Morgan McCannon, who's just subbed off, may be the one that has that little bit of blood. Not uncommon for players in wheelchair basketball to get their fingers, nicked, cut, scraped because of contact with the wheels and other chairs. So that happens pretty typically.
Illinois is trying to find a gap, pass it back to the top of the free throw line. Shot is up, shot is just off.
So right idea. There's that offside attack. Just got to finish on those shots.
UTA passing over the top. Shot is up. Shot is good.
Yeah, a really nice seal by the UTA player to get her teammate Rutez into the key so she could have that wide open look.
Rutez have been so important for this UTA squad tonight. We have a stoppage of play.
Lady Mavs ball.
It will be the Lady Mavs ball. Illinois is choosing not to press. What do you think of the decision to not press and just to allow UTA to bring the ball up freely?
Well, it's the gap now is 18, and so do you I don't know if you change your style. You stick with this. We'll see. If they're going to make a run, they're going to have to make the run pretty soon, which means they're going to have to probably press pretty soon.
UTA has converted on another shot. It is 32-52 now, 20-point lead with 3 minutes and 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, U of I has continued to struggle to create a good scoring opportunity. They had 16 in the first half, and they're sitting at just having double that. They've done a little bit better, but not as much as I know they would like to have done.
You can see Coach Wheeler still encouraging her team, telling them to keep on pushing. Good rebound. Shot is back up. Shot is almost an and one. She will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, nice post up by Wagstaff. She cut off the ball to get open. And Voris just reaching up and just getting a bit of Wagstaff's hand or arm as she was shooting.
Wagstaff is a team captain again. Her favorite player is Sabrina Ionescu, and she loves watching women's basketball in her free time. She is in her grad year. UTA bringing the ball up the left wing. Going to the middle, finds an opening. Shot is up. Offensive foul. No shot foul on number 12, Rutez.
I think that's Rutez's 4th foul.
There's another foul.
Additional foul, white 13.
On 13, Quinn Meyer.
Teams of 4.
Yeah, this is that spot where you could give the ball to Atkin right now, and she could be your big post and make the pass in.
Shot is up by Wagstaff. UTA bringing the ball up comfortably We're a little over 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And a 17-point lead. Shot is up. Shot is good. That is an and one. That just might be the dagger.
That's a tough one to give up. That's one of those ones that I've seen a lot of this where you see a player so aggressive trying to get to that spot to stop that layup that they end up running in. And they're not in position. They're not going to catch that. What they really need to do is stop short, turn away at that last second, and not give up the end one and make that player going in shoot out of balance in anticipation of the contact.
And that was Rodriguez that hit the free throw. She is a grad student from Dallas, Texas. Another foul has been called off the ball. And that will be an offensive foul.
And that's bonus the rest of the way.
You know, my bad. It's a defensive foul. Illinois is shooting 2 free throws. Again, it's the semifinal of the 2025 NIWBT Women's Division. So the winner will go on to play in the championship game versus Alabama. Shot is off, retained by the Lady Mavs, bringing up the court. Pass to the middle, shot is up, shot is just off. Rebound secured by number 13. Quinn Meyer give her team another possession. 10 seconds left. Will they get a shot attempt? 8. Pass cross court. Shot is up. Shot is off.
Yeah, Illinois, when they've been able to play in the half court 5-on-5 defensively, their half court defensive today was really, really strong. They struggled to be consistent in the half court offensively. To UTA's credit, the game plan coming out to double team one of the bigs and really disrupt Illinois' offense was really, really effective. And then they got some transition baskets that really gave them a bit of a gap.
It's another shot by Mary Wagstaff. Just over 2 minutes left in this fourth quarter with an 18-point lead. Shot is up. Shot is good from the baseline.
Rodriguez has been really, really effective. She's hit some big shots today from outside when Illinois has taken away inside opportunities, and that's been a really valuable contribution on her part today.
Again, Rodriguez is showing that experience. She is a grad student, so she knows the game. Has a very high IQ and feel.
Coming in for the Lady Mavs, number 3, Hannah Exline.
Number 3, Hannah Exline has substituted in the game.
Yeah, here we go. We're seeing that press by Illinois now.
UTA is still able to bring up the ball. Pass to the right wing, pass to the top of the key. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot is up, shot is good. Another shot.
Rodriguez.
She is on fire right now. She has extended this lead to 22 points, 59-37 UTA. We have another foul.
UTA foul
on Hannah Exile. The Illinois will shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, looking forward to tomorrow's championship game, Alabama UTA. It'll be really interesting because Alabama earlier against Arizona, they put pressure up court. Their press was really, really effective. It'll be interesting to see how UTA handles that because they won't just be able to pinch people. They won't be able to do some of the similar things they did against U of I here. They're going to have to press break against the Alabama speed. U of I, on the other hand, will get a chance at the third place game. They'll get a chance against Arizona. And that's a young Arizona team that's got a lot of athletic players out there, and it'll be a really interesting game to see who can out-execute each other in that particular game.
Exactly. This is the championship game again. Looks like Alabama and UTA. What a great matchup with two great teams and great programs.
Yeah, there's a lot of youth on this U of I team. So this U of I team will be back, and they'll be a force to be reckoned with as time goes forward.
And that's always the thing you have when you have a lot of underclassmen. Sometimes you go through those early struggles when they're trying to learn the game and develop the IQ for the game. But once they become upperclassmen, that becomes an advantage.
Yeah, this will be a great experience for them to learn from, to think about the things that they've done well that they want to continue to do, and then what things do they want to work on this summer in preparation for next season.
UTA is taking out the time out the clock. Near still, 5 seconds remaining. And it will be out. Illinois ball with 25 seconds left. Illinois will advance it with a timeout.
So Coach Wheeler's taking the opportunity right now to get this young Illinois team an opportunity to continue to understand how to play all the way through and then use these types of situations to practice in-game situations.
And again, they will have another game fighting for the third place against Arizona. So this will not be their last game, so they can have some crucial time to learn in some in-game situations. And we have talked about Wagstaff a lot, number 10 on Illinois. Again, she's a second-team All-American and second-team academic All-American in the 2023-2024 season. We love to see athletes that can excel both on the court and off the court. Another one is Amelia Stotts, second-team academic All-American in the 2023-2024 season. Illinois has it with about 20 seconds remaining, trying to get a shot attempt. Shot is up, off the mark. Shot is rebounded. Shot is up again.
Yeah, there you see Wagstaff. See how she took her time? That's what she needed to do in a couple of shots earlier in the game. So she has that ability. It's just a matter of being more consistent in doing it.
See, Illinois is playing to the last second, still pressing. And this will about wrap it up again. UTA, the 2 seed, 59 to Illinois, the 3 seed, 40. We will have Alabama versus UTA in the championship game tomorrow at 4 p.m. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Hope to come back for the rest of the games today and also tomorrow, and see you soon.